So this really is a crunch game for Forest. A lot is riding on the game against Fulham. We're going to break that all up. We're going to talk about all the politics that is going on right now in Forest. Welcome to Grumpy Old Reds. Evening, everybody. Hope you're doing well and welcome to Grumpy Old Reds. We've got, for the first time in about 2 months, the full panel. I think Rob and Ant have put their differences aside for the sake of the audience, and we'll see how that works tonight. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you've subscribed, make sure you check out the sponsors, OK Jerseys. You can scan the QR code, use code FFTV for 8% off. And yeah, well, you know, all that good stuff. But coming up tonight, we're going to be talking about the repercussions, ramifications, don't really know what the right word is, about a potential win tomorrow, what it means. Does it change the dynamics of the season? Because a win would put us 8 points clear of the bottom three, move us up the table. And then we got Man City the next game. So let's see how that goes. But what happens if we don't win? We got to cover that off. We'll talk about Douglas Luiz. Is he staying? Is he going? Would you keep him? Would you get rid of him? And where is Chris Wood? Where the hell is Chris Wood? So
in New Zealand,
he might be. He might be. Rob's probably shipped him out.
He's getting fit for the World Cup.
Oh, okay. He's gonna do. Is he Chris? Instead of Chris Wood, might as well call him Chris Anderton at this stage. But anyway, let's jump into it. Boys, let's start with tomorrow's game and just, what is the word I'm looking for? Not ramifications, but the connotations. I think connotations, that might be the right word, of the outcome tomorrow. Let's go to Pink Eye first. Like, Forest win this one, we got 8 clear. We don't win it, we're 5 clear, and we've got West Ham on the horizon. West Ham have got a decent-ish run coming up. Is this pivotal tomorrow, Ben? Like, what are we saying here? If we win it, do we start looking back up the table where we should be? And if we lose it, should we be worried? Where's Esgod?
he's fixing his mic.
Ez has just left. I'm no longer worried. I think I'm feeling more confident now after the last run of games. Yeah, you could say it's a pivotal game. I mean, Fulham are a good team. Obviously, we need the 3 points, but if we lose, it's not the end of the world, I don't think now. So we've got to go out there and play some good football. I think we should at least try to get a point from them because we do want to start moving up the table. But thinking kind of long term into the future of the season, I'm less worried than I was kind of, 4 or 5 games ago. So yeah, I think it'll be a tough game, but we've been playing well recently. I'm definitely trusting in Daesh now, and I'm liking some of the football I'm seeing. So I think we'll go and we'll give them a run for their money tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tight. I mean, I haven't even put a draw into it. I'm just looking at it, Rob, and thinking to myself, I want to get ahead of Bournemouth because that's going to piss off.
Yes, that's absolutely who we should be targeting because they're dropping like a stone. But
they haven't won in 10 games, man.
So what worries me about this one is it's kind of on a knife edge because Fulham are like us. They don't draw games. At the moment, we either have a humiliating loss or a stunning win, and there doesn't seem to be any sort of middle ground. It's like from one extreme to the other week after week. And they're also kind of the same. They neither of us has lost. Neither of us has drawn in the last 6 games. So, it ought to be a 1-1, but somebody's going to come away with all 3 points, and it better be us because if we don't win this, we've got a horrendous run coming up. Just at the time West Ham have got a really favourable run coming up. So, I mean, after this, obviously, we've got to play 2 games against the top 3, Man City and Villa, neither of whom are dropping points at the minute. And in between that, we've got Everton, who just thrashed us. And then we've got the actual game against West Ham, which is going to be so spicy, obviously, with their current manager. So, we really need to bank 3 points before we get into that, because if you look at West Ham's game, they've got very favourable fixtures coming up. Home to Fulham, home to Brighton, who are now sort of wobbling a bit. Then they've got a banker away at Wolves, and then they've got us. So this, we need to put a clear blue water between us and West Ham before this run of fixtures, because otherwise they could be leapfrogging us, and we could be in a very nervous position.
You know what, Rob? I'd go a step further. We've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4. In our next 6 games, half our games are against the top 3.
Yeah, it's a horrible, horrible run. We've got Arsenal after that as well. You know, we've got to take. And the thing is, right, with the football we've been playing recently, you know, with what we did against Tottenham, which, to be honest, everyone is doing at the minute, but we've also beaten Leeds and Liverpool in the last 6. It's not, you know, it's not just a one-off. We ought to be able to win this game, especially with them having the 3 players out to AFCON. I mean, Sangare is a big miss for us, but it means that we get a full game of Douglas Luiz, fingers crossed. Whereas I think that the 3 that Fulham are missing, it weakens them quite considerably.
And what are you saying, man? Because I was kind of coming on here a bit chest out, then I've looked at the fixtures and negative Rob has kind of brought reality back. We know how much you hate must-win games, but if you think
it's not even a pivotal game, never mind a must-win game.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm
man.
not coming on. I live in the real world, Rob. What you've just said is, my God, you come out with some tosh sometimes, but that you've just come
Welcome
out
back.
is an absolutely humongous pile of cow poo. No, poo, you see? That I've heard some considerable time. Oh my goodness gracious me. Right, let's go for it then, shall we? So West Ham have got all these easy games, have they? West Ham, who are 3rd from bottom. West Ham, who can't win a game to save their lives. And all of a sudden, all of a sudden, you think that all these games they've got coming up, they're going to do well in. They're going to have a chance in. They're crap, Rob. Try and understand it. They're crap. It doesn't matter who they're playing. They're crap, right?
Can't you see how the media is going to
both you and hang on, I didn't interrupt you once, Rob. Not once. And it
You've
was
been
not
quite
easy.
rude, though. You've been quite rude.
I'm not. I don't think so.
He hasn't even got started yet, mate.
We're friends. We could talk to each other like this, you know.
Oh, yeah?
But both you and Wolfie, both of you have come out saying, "Oh, and then they've got us, and that's dead easy for them." Are you joking? Are you joking? We're going to go to West Ham and we're going to wipe the floor with them because they are shit. And, they are poo, and we are good. Right?
What happened last time we played them? What happened
Doesn't
last
matter.
time?
That was under
Nuno through the game. Nuno through
nice
the game.
now. Yeah, look, they beat us, Ant. Yes, they did. So we beat Liverpool 3-0. So that means that we're always going to beat them, does it? Is that how it works? Because the team beats you at a part of the season.
We beat Spurs 3-0. We always beat Spurs.
I know. I nearly mentioned Spurs, but then I thought to myself, no, because we will always beat Spurs. So I did bear that in mind. Listen, I don't want to be, too contradictory against you, Rob, but you just talked an absolute load of horse poo. The other thing that you said, poo. I said poo.
All right, I was just anticipating.
Look, I don't swear anymore. You know that. I've taken notice of all my multitude of support in the chat, and they said, "Ant, please don't swear."
How long did that take, Ant? 3 years. 3 years of FFTV.
Well, yeah,
4.5.
Is that what we're on?
Yeah. Yeah, the other thing that I was quite surprised is that you were saying our next 6 games are terrifying. I agree to the extent that we are playing teams that everybody outside the Nottingham Forest sphere will expect us to lose. However, you seem to fail to take into account that, except for Arsenal, we tend to do well against these other teams. We tend to do well against the Chelseas, the Man Uniteds, the Tottenhams, the Manchester Cities. How many times have we lost against Man City at home since we've been promoted?
Once.
Have we?
No. Yeah. Did we actually?
No.
I know we drew last
maybe
one.
The first season.
No, didn't they double us?
No, we drew 1-1 in the first season. Remember that 22 goal pass season?
No, that was the second season. Because
first season, I think we drew. Second season, no, I think we won.
Carry on, I'll look it up.
Yeah. But I think we lost both games.
What I'm saying basically is we actually have got a very good record against Manchester City at the City Ground. So why are we expecting, oh my God, we're going to lose? Who else we got in that run? Just
Villa.
Yeah, Haaland is on fire at the moment.
Now Villa I do worry about. But I watched them today, and quite frankly, they were awful. 2 wonder goals, but they were awful today. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we struggled against Villa away. We haven't taken a point at Villa Park. We haven't taken.
Yeah, I know. I did say that is an awkward one, but
Arsenal
what I-
at
what-
home.
what I saw
Arsenal at
today,
home.
Yeah, Arsenal.
The Ant Derby.
Through
Yeah.
them. Yeah. But you never know. We might get lucky. But
And
I'll
then
grant
we've
you
got
that one.
Everton at home, and
Right,
we've
Everton at
got
home.
West
All of a
Ham
sudden,
away.
we find everything because we played like the worst team to ever set foot on the Premier League against them. You expect us to play like that again, do you? At home? I don't think so. And Everton are poor, and I think we'll beat Everton. Next.
Everton were good yesterday against Arsenal.
No, they weren't.
Oh,
Arsenal
God.
totally 100% dominated that game.
I thought
It
the
was
first
easy
15
game
minutes,
for Arsenal.
Everton were in control.
They were passing it up. Sorry.
All right,
cheers.
sorry, I mentioned Arsenal, mate. My God.
No. I'm just telling you how it is. Arsenal were passing it about as if there was not another team on the pitch.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
and the
next.
point I'm making, maybe it's not the
Next.
same as Rob, and this is where I'm surprised you're disagreeing with me, is I'm not looking at it from where we are to West Ham. I'm looking at it as how quickly can we get our asses back to where we should be.
Right. That's
Mhm.
something I do agree with you on. We should be
Thank
looking up. We don't need to
Yeah.
look down. Can somebody tell me where we would be in the league if we took out Ange Postecoglou's tenure?
Well,
Oh,
if
how are you gonna
if-
do
if-
that?
It's fifth. All right, I'll let you know. We'd be fifth
Yeah.
in the league.
It's like
We're
fifth.
not a
No,
bad
it's not.
side.
No,
We're
the
not a
result
bad
since
side.
Dash
That's
came
not
in.
true.
We'd be top 5. Dash results
If
since Dash came in, not taking into account yesterday's results. 'cause
Wait,
that-
hold on. That stat is so stupid. Okay, because firstly, there was 3 games under Nuno. Secondly, there was 5 games under Ange. Therefore, you're taking out 8 games of the Premier League.
No one's taking it out.
No, not taking it out. I mean, if you put the
Since we
same
got
win-
rid of Postecoglou and we had a manager that can at least put out a team that can play the game. I'm not saying, I'm not going overboard here. We always said anybody could manage that team except for Postecoglou because we have so many good players. People are forgetting how many good players we've got, right? And we were destroyed by 8 games under Postecoglou. Had we
Fine.
started the season when Dyche came, and I'm no Dyche fan, but had we started the season when Dyche came, we would not be anywhere near where we are now. And that is a situation we are at right now. We're not under Postecoglou. So why do you assume that we're going to start playing like we did under Postecoglou?
Yeah.
We won't.
No.
We've got a good squad.
I think it was
You're
such a negative
downplaying us so
opening
much.
there, man.
Why are you talking? Why is Rob talking about? Oh, if we lose that and they win that, and if they win,
why does
if West hang on,
City-
Rob, if West Ham win all their games and we lose all theirs and they beat us, are you mad?
Right. Why does all this mean
It's
we're going to
like saying
suddenly beat Man
if
City?
under 16s did all the same thing, then they'd be better than
Right.
Forest. It's rubbish.
We've had a
Right,
win, a loss, and a
I tell you
draw.
what, I'll take 8. I'll take 8. If that's
We've had
if that's the
at the
case.
City ground, we've had a win, a loss, and a draw against Man City. I would say they're the strongest they've been. in
Sarah,
any of
when
the
did
4
we
games.
lose? I can't even remember it.
I
It
think
was
the
right.
first season, you know.
It was 2020. I was there actually. I've just remembered it now. So
Well, I
it was
was
that
there as
game
well, but
where
I didn't remember
it was a
it.
2-0.
Oh, the header, Guavio.
Missed a hat full of chances, and then they won
Guavio
2-0.
scored from the
So
corner.
hang on. So what's the
Did
point?
Murillo.
Hang on. So what's the point? We've won 1 draw, 1 and lost 1. So what's your point?
Right.
Why does that? Why does
Holland's
that
already
automatically mean
scored
we're going to lose?
20
Wait, no. You asked him what we'd done at the City ground. That was his
Yeah.
point.
It's a win, a
No,
loss, and a
no. I
draw.
said, why
not a
are
good
you?
record.
Why are you automatically
Mark, it's
assuming
how
we're going to
these
get
two are,
hammered
right?
by Manchester City when we actually have a decent record against them at the City ground, which we do have?
Yeah, but then we said, what is our record then? Rob looked it up. That was
Right.
his point.
All
Yeah,
I'm
but no
saying
one's
is,
going
I
to go on and
think
make
it's
a
highly
daft point now,
possible. It's highly possible that West Ham could get, say, 10 points from their next
They
6 games.
won't.
And looking at ours,
They
it's highly
won't. How many
possible that we
points
could
have they
get
got so
24.
far?
Right.
Rob, how many points have they got so far?
Why are we talking about West Ham?
I know.
Why are we giving
We're
a shit
nowhere
about
near
West
West Ham,
Ham?
mate. We're
All
nowhere
right,
near
let's bring
West
Ez in. Ez and started. You
18.
lot have been bickering. Welcome back. I get it. There's a lot of sexual
Yeah, you can
frustration
help it.
going on. I hear it. All right, Ez, let's bring you in, man.
I'm just going to go back to the word of caution I said after the 3-0 win over Spurs. Yeah, we can beat Spurs 3-0. We can beat Liverpool 3-0. But let's see what we're like on a Monday night against Fulham. We can get a result tomorrow, absolutely.
That's
but
sensible, Ez. That's a
yeah,
sensible
but
take.
whether we should be worrying about what's over our shoulder. Yes, I'm with Wolfie. I want that gap. I want that gap to the extent. I want those bottom 3 to be isolated. And we're in a position to do that. But I'm not going to be worried about who West Ham are playing and what they're going to be doing before they get to us. Because we've got
You will be when we're 18th, Ez. You will
no,
be when
I
you're
won't.
18th.
I won't, because I'm going to take it game by game, and that's how we should be looking at it. Because this is very similar in a lot of ways, and Wolfie's talked about it a couple of times. That promotion season where we were picking up points here and there, and we weren't shifting in the league. And I think that's what this season's going to be like in terms of a league form. I think it's going to have to be. Let's see where we finish. Because I'm not going to put any targets on where we should be. But what we should be is obviously as far away from that relegation zone as possible. I still don't think we're in a relegation battle. Even when we were in the relegation zone, I didn't think we were in a relegation battle. And if we can get some decent points over this Christmas fixture. But I did warn you guys a few games ago, a few GORs ago, I said, I do not like our Christmas fixtures. I jokingly said I just want to fall asleep and wake up when it's FA Cup third round day and hope for the best over this period. But we have got opportunities to pick up points where we're not expected to, especially against Man City at home. Everton, I do expect us to get some sort of revenge on that game because that was the least un-Dyche-like performance that I've seen of Forest in a game where you would have expected him to know the opposition better than anybody else. So I was really... That's one game I think I've got the most criticism of him for is that Everton game. But we're talking about players coming back and we're talking about obviously somebody to replace Sangare. Let's look at the positives. We've got fantastic players starting to get into form, getting minutes on the pitch. We've had an 8-day stretch now between games. That's what I should be looking at. I'm not worried about West Ham. I couldn't give a flying fuck about... You can beat me now. Yeah, I couldn't give a damn about West Ham. I'm worried about Forest. I'm worried about this Christmas fixture coming up, but we've got to take it game by game. I can't be looking 4 games in advance and trying to predict where we will be unless we get something tomorrow. We need the performance is not the most important thing for me tomorrow. It's a result. So even a draw is a positive result for me tomorrow. It doesn't allow them to pull away from us, and it gives us a bit more of a gap. So it's not a must-win game tomorrow, but we need to make sure that we turn up and we put at least the fight in that you need.
Is it a pivotal game?
No, I don't believe it is.
Why?
Important.
It's all games are important at this stage of the season, but when we've got to run a game, so what we got straight after that? Is it the
Man City?
Is it Man City straight after? We've got no European games in between.
There's no European games till January.
Right.
Okay, till January. So Man City's the next game, and that's what 5 days away.
You're missing the point, right?
No, I'm not missing the point.
You know how
Rob always says that. Rob always says that.
now.
You're missing the point.
Yeah, we all missed the point, didn't we? You spoke about West Ham for 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah, and I haven't finished yet. 2 more points about West Ham.
Wow.
First, and then we won't mention it again.
Jump in, finish your points.
You're right.
Might as well bring Lawless on.
Are you not thinking about what?
Lawless has got a lot less belief in West Ham than he has.
Right.
Go on, Rob.
Are you not thinking about what the media spin is, right? Because every single media outlet said, "Oh, Forest were unfair to Nuno, and you know they should have hung on to him. They treated him badly."
This is a show about opinions. Get up your high horse and get yourself a lie. All
but
right.
what the media would love nothing more than Nuno's West Ham to pip Forest at the post and the last game of the season, and we go down, and they go, "Yeah, he should have been nicer to Nuno." That's what the media want, right? And it would be the ultimate humiliation for this club if that happened. Second point I want to make about West Ham. I don't know if anybody saw their highlights against Man City. Notice that he brought on all the substitutes after 79 minutes. So he's still the same. But anyway, look, that is going to be an incredibly bitter game.
You're worried about his team. You think they're going to pick up results in these? You think they've got such an easy run of games now? They're going to start winning left, right, and centre.
It's their best run. It's their best run.
It doesn't matter, Rob. They're crap.
Oh, please clip this because in a few...
Yeah, go on, clip it.
Yeah, absolutely clip it because everybody will forget about it.
Right, after tomorrow's game is out the way, I guarantee to you that West Ham will take more points from their next 6 games than we will. I guarantee.
When are you next on, Rob? When are you next on?
Right. After this game,
Rob, I don't like normally I let you get away with your bullshit, but on this occasion, I'm actually going to write this one down, mate. Because
oh, you've made the list.
West Ham will get more points from their next 6 games than Forest will after the Fulham game, right? They will.
They won't.
So this is why we need to win tomorrow to get the maximum gap between us and them. Because at the minute, the gap is 5 points, which is uncomfortable from my point of view, because I think they could make that up. If we can get it to an 8-point gap, we can actually just forget about them. You've got to remember that we have a 6-pointer with West Ham at their ground with Nuno in charge, and what the media are going to say about that game. How they're going to hype that game. By the way, Rob, ready. Get the buzzer ready. Get the bleep ready. The media will be ranking over Nuno if Forest gets beat.
It'll be one game, then it'll be forgotten.
West Ham fans want him out.
All right, hold on.
Last game of the season, where it's
hold on. Wait. Time out.
How have you become a Nuno simp in the last week?
I haven't.
Nuno's a shite manager.
Rob, so I'm still in my car. So Rob, let me get this straight. Hold on. Let me get this straight. So you're saying you're worried about West Ham, but if we beat Fulham tomorrow, then everything you've said has just been a waste of our time.
No, because we'll have an 8-point gap with them, and I don't think they can make that up over the next 6 games, even with the head-to-head that we have.
Okay, well, hold on. You said they could get 10 points.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
One of the games is Wolves.
10 take away 8.
Could I ask you to tell me how they're getting those 10 points?
Okay, let me bring their fixtures up because I haven't even seen it.
You can't just say they're going to get 10 points. You've got to tell me.
Okay, so they've got Fulham at home.
Hey, look, now you're talking about West Ham now. Just to be clear, it's not me.
No,
you've
now
picked up the torch and run with it.
Rob, Fulham at home. Are they going to win or draw or lose?
I think they'll win that. Yeah.
Against Fulham.
Yeah.
Okay, but Rob, but hold on. Wait, hold on, Rob. If they beat Fulham, doesn't that help us anyway?
Look, even the other panelists don't want to listen to this. Move on.
Rob, no.
Okay,
he's trying to squirm out of it, Wolfie. What's after Fulham?
I'm not squirming out of anything.
All right, and I'm going to give you their 5 fixtures, and then you just give me a number, okay? Fulham at home.
You mean Rob?
Both of you. Fulham at home. Brighton at home. Wolves away.
No, Wolfie. I'm sorry. I need to know. Because it's easy to just say 10 points. I need him to specify where they're getting those 10 points from.
So are they beating Fulham at home? Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, 3. Are they beating Brighton at home?
I'll get a draw.
4. Are they beating Wolves away?
Yes.
7. Are they beating Forest at home?
Yes. That's what
10.
that's the worst case.
Are they beating Spurs away?
Quite possibly.
So you got them on 13 points.
Wow.
You got them on 13 points.
They've got a game against Sunderland at home after that.
Are they winning that one?
Oh, yeah. Sunderland who beat us. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I would love to be wrong about this, but you guys who seem to think that we're a mid-table club in disguise, we are in a fucking relegation battle.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. No, we're not in a relegation battle, Rob. No, we're not.
All right, time out. We're moving on. Let me catch up with the super chats, guys. It's fiery. You can see why we've separated these two for a month. So.
Actually, yeah. Go on.
There's already 350 of you in here. Please do hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe.
I've got to tell you this.
Wait, let me just do the super chats.
Go on then. And then this is a cracker. Go on.
Big up to Andy with the cast picture with the 20 months. Shout out to you, Andy. And look at that 40. Is that our first 40-monther, man? From Catfish himself. Shout out to Catfish. Absolute legend. Andy with the 4.99. He says we need to win. Then when we face West Ham, they have no hope. I want every advantage we can get.
Yeah. I'll go with that.
That's the mindset. That's the mindset I want. Yeah.
And this one's for you.
Oh, I hope you're feeling better, mate. I hope you're feeling better soon. I'm glad you're feeling better. Pneumonia is a bugger. I've had it.
Thanks for reading that out, Ant.
Oh, thanks for cheering me up, Ant. I'm in Paphos Hospital with pneumonia. Should be out tomorrow to watch the match. Come on, you Reds.
You Reds, come on.
There you go. Big up to you. Hope you're feeling better. Big up to Chris with the £2. It's taxi for Rob. They're not liking what you're saying in the chat, Rob. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You wait till like.
Where's all Rob speaking sense? Where's all Rob speaking sense? Oh, here's one.
There are some actually. You just can't see them.
No.
Hold on, I'm going to go through the super chats. Big up to you, Chris, with the £2. Shout out to Matt with the £5. He goes, it's a must win in the sense that if we win, we are in the bottom of the middle pack, where any points gets you several spots. A mood building. Thank you, Matt. This is what Ant doesn't understand.
Listen,
this is what he doesn't understand.
No. That's a different. That's not saying what you're saying.
Mhm.
It is a must. It is literally a must win. If you like, it's a must win if we want to get 3 points. That's what it's saying. You know, yes, you're right. It is a must win in that circumstance. It's not a must win as it how much it affects the rest of our season.
I haven't said must win. I've said pivotal. There's a difference between must win and
If we
pivotal.
do win, yeah. If we win, can you imagine?
Correct. It is a must win in the sense that if we are in the bottom, yeah, that's true. But
It could be pivotal, yes. A win could be pivotal tomorrow. I mean,
Well,
literally.
you
Maybe.
can't put it could be pivotal as
It could be
is or it
pivotal
isn't.
because it depends on what happens after that. If West Ham lose their next 4 games, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not a pivotal.
You know what you're sounding like?
We have a flip-flop, everyone.
It doesn't fall into that category at all. That's not a
It doesn't.
flip-flop.
It doesn't.
No.
just ignore him, Ez. Just ignore
I
him.
do.
I just wanted to play it. Thank you, Matt, for £5. And big up to the other Matt. So many Matts and Simons. It's crazy. With a 3-year anniversary. Happy 3-year anniversary, Matt. You
Happy
absolute legend.
anniversary.
Absolute legend. Chris has come back with another £2.
Yeah, why
Saying-
was he going on about the media? Who gives a toss?
I know.
He goes-
Media who hate Marinakis, they hate Forest, and they
Yeah,
simply
no, but
It's
I
not
like
gonna
it though,
change, is it,
Rob.
Rob?
The difference
If
is
we
I love the
win, we're not
media
going to
haters.
praise us.
I tell you what,
Chris
Rob,
Wolfie started.
it's a good job you're not in the media, mate, because you'd be the most hated of them all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
but you know,
Crypto
the
doesn't
most
say a
hated
lot,
get
but
the
when he
most
says
airtime.
something, it's deep.
the most hated get the most airtime. Look at Lineker.
I've never seen someone's eye make them so quiet, man. It's weird.
I got
I know, innit?
that chest infection making me quiet. I feel like shit.
We'll let you jump in a second. bro.
Seb with the £2. Even he's turning on you, Rob. Rob, you are the media now. Maybe let's do a poll. Who's right, Ant or Rob? Maybe
Can
we
I,
do one of them.
before you do that, I've got something that I need to tell you.
Oh God.
Do you?
Right. Rob reckons that out of the next 6 games, West Ham are going to get. It's gone up to 13 now, evidently. Right?
More than us. That's what I said.
Currently, West Ham have played 17 games, not 6. Hang on, no, Rob, don't roll your eyes. West
No.
Ham have played 17 games. They've got a goal difference of minus 16, and they've got 13 points.
So, Rob,
never
do you
invited
think West Ham are going to get the exact same points they've got over 17 games in 6 games?
Now you're trying to shoehorn something
With a
into
minus
West-
16 goal difference, by the
Right,
way.
I've made it very clear after the Fulham game. From our next 6 games, West Ham will take more points from their next 6.
No, you said initially 10, and then when you
Because
went
we've
game
got to
by
play
game, it was
Arsenal,
13.
Man City. We've got to play Arsenal, Man City, and Villa, the top 3. And to be honest, I can't see us taking points from those games, right? So and they're playing the
Yeah,
bottom.
but they're not- yeah, but my point to you, Rob, was that West Ham aren't very good, and they're not going to get the points that you think they're going to get. That was my point. Oh, by the
They're
way,
gonna-
people.
What happens when they beat
By
us?
the way, people, this is a panel of opinions. We will often have different opinions. That's got nothing to do with our friendships. It's got nothing to do with us as people. It's just a bit of fun. Okay, don't get too.
They do
worked up
actually
about it.
hate each other, by the way.
Yeah, arch enemies.
Yeah, wait, but speaking of the two that hate each other, who is right? Rob or Ant? There you go. We'll
Who
do
are you
another
trying to
poll.
call there, actually, Wolfie?
Huh?
Who are you on the phone to?
I was
there?
calling
He
Lawless because I'm
loves
going to ask
He
Lawless.
loves it.
I
No,
knew
I'm
it
just
was-
going to
I
ask
knew it was
Lawless.
messed up,
Can
man.
West Ham get 13 points in the next 6 games? I wanted to get.
That's not what I've said. What I've said is they'll get more than we will.
I just ran you through the games and you tallied up to 13. That is what you said.
That's not what I said. I said they'll get more than us.
You did say that, Rob. You said that initially you said 10, and then we went through game by game. It changed to 13. You literally said
Can
that.
I not clarify what I've just said?
You've been talking about it for half an hour, man.
I know, let Ben in. Go on, Ben, jump in.
Because you've
man.
got
You'll
1
be all right.
point, it doesn't mean that you didn't say another point.
Wait, Rob, so are you now recanting and changing your mind and saying they won't get 13 out of 6?
I never said they would get 13. I said they could.
We have a flip-flop, everyone changes.
Excuse me.
Right, shall we move on from this subject?
Yes,
Yeah,
let's move
what
on.
about Rob? I don't know how
I've
long I
never
can
wanted
keep
to hear
talking.
from Ben so much, honestly.
I know, man. By the way, we're on 98 likes. My OCD is going
Save this
overdrive.
episode. Save this
Yeah.
podcast now.
Well, I can't because everyone in the chat saying why is crypto being so quiet. I've been in and out of hospital the last 2 weeks, and I feel like shit. So, although I don't feel
He didn't want to come on, folks. We said to him, "You come on, or you're never going to appear on this panel again."
yeah. Although, despite how shit I feel, it's not as much as the shit that Rob talks. So, I mean, we've literally spoke for the first 32 minutes about West Ham. I didn't realize you had such a passion for them.
You guys kept it going.
You kept it going, then you changed your mind at the end. I don't even know what to say about Forest now. We're going to win. We're going to win tomorrow. It's going to be an easy win for us. Fulham are not that good. West Ham are worse. Sean Dyche is doing well. The team are doing well. And that's all I've got to say. And I might jump off because I do literally feel like shit. I might just leave you to it for the night.
It's real. You feel bad.
Yeah, this chest infection is it's not easy. So
yeah,
I guess what you're doing.
All right.
Screen's not good.
Yeah,
go on,
easy, guys.
I was actually about to ask him a question, but if he's going to be all moody.
Prima donna. Now he's gone off. Prima donna. He wanted us to beg him to stay. I know where he's going.
Oh, you reckon he was going down that angle, man? maybe. Okay, I want to talk about Douglas Luiz. Wow, and you're winning that poll, man. 68% are saying you. 33 are backing Rob.
I don't think they're backing me. I think they're backing the argument, if I'm honest, because the argument is solid.
Well, that would mean they're backing you, but anyway.
I'm being humble.
I was going to say, anyway, let's talk
like
about Douglas
people
Luiz.
like
I didn't recognize it from you.
Right, I want to talk about Douglas Luiz. So I don't know if you lot are up to speed on the videos on Douglas Luiz, the 15-game rule.
We're going to talk about Fulham.
Yeah.
Your video was very good about Douglas Luiz, but I was a little bit confused because, as you yourself said, if he plays 45 minutes, does that count or does it not count?
Yeah, and that's the bit I don't know.
He's either made 2 appearances or about 7 based on that.
I think it must do. I think it must be 40. If you play 45 minutes, it's a stupid thing anyway.
Explain this. If the 45-minute counts as one of the 15, why not play him for the rest of the 45 as well then? Yeah, that's the bit I don't get.
I think that
I don't think
the 47-minute first half just counts as 45, right? Because otherwise, why do they keep bringing him off at half time, which they've done about?
I don't think you're doing that. I think you're far too conspiratorial. The guy has been injured constantly since he's been here. Yeah. He's played the minutes that he's been able to play. I think you're being really silly.
Yeah, I think you're looking for too much into it. I think the games where he's started and not come out for the second half.
If we don't want him, we just send him back. You don't need to make all these silly little appearances.
The games where he's gone off at half time are games where it's usually been his first game back from his injury. Yeah. So with a stop-start season, with the injury issues that he's had, it's very hard to judge it on that. I don't think it makes sense for it not to count. So if he does go off at half time and he started the game, that's going to count as one of his 15 games without a doubt in the league. And yeah, it was really well clarified because obviously he's played probably twice as many games in Cup Europe and League Cup. So at the moment, I think it's only 3 games into that 15 games, isn't it? Isn't that your evaluation?
I can't remember what I said. I mean, Owen, it's good to see you were watching, mate. It's good to see you.
I was watching, but he's a player that I really want. I just asked a question a couple of months ago. Sorry to jump in, but a couple of months ago, it's like, is this a crock? Is he a crock? You know, but we need to kind of get. If he isn't able to cover Sangare over this next 4 weeks, then it's not worth pursuing him. In my opinion, that's the debate I want us to get to at the end of this. Whether, despite what you're saying, it's 25 million, you can get a lot less. You can get a lot more rubbish for 25 million nowadays. But do I want to sign a crock? Do I want to see him like 2 or 3 games and then not see him for a couple of months? That's not the kind of player I want to be signing. But
it's the kind of mistake that we can't afford to make. But I'm both.
His wages won't be low.
I'm both sort of nervous and excited because we're going to get to see a lot more of him because needs must. But at the same time, the chance of him breaking down is now massively increased. So it really is kind of shit or bust for Douglas Luiz. The only other thing I'd say is that you just mentioned Sangare. I would say in terms of overall contribution this season, Sangare has been the better player. So actually, Douglas Luiz needs to, try to prove that he's the number 1 in that number 8 position. If that makes sense. The number 1.
I understand, but one of one of the things I was looking forward to most is seeing Douglas Luiz and Anderson together, because if Anderson does the role that he did last week against Spurs and he plays more of a 6 and gives Luiz that freedom that he gave Sangare last week, we can see some real progress within the team, and I think it'll work really well. And that's really where we need to keep him fit for these next few games. Play him as many minutes as he can manage, but he has to be pushed. And if he can't get through this next 4 or 5 week period, then I think we have to make the decision based on that, because this is when we need him. And this is when
about Luiz, you could kind of draw parallels with Jesse Lingard, but what I think about Luiz is I think he's not that kind of guy. It's quite interesting because if you look back to his time at Juve, he was being publicly criticised on fan forums, etc., for not playing and stuff, for just taking his salary. And he actually took to the fan forums and argued his case with them. He got into a bit of trouble about that. Whereas Lingard was quite happy sort of cashing his paycheck and sort of clapping from the sidelines. I think Luiz wants to play, and I think he wants to be in the Brazil World Cup squad. So, I think he's got the motivation. It's just whether he physically can do it. But I don't think that he's a waste of space, and I think he's a natural leader and he's
Would you sign him?
Player.
Would you sign him?
Well, I mean,
you sign him right now.
It's 25 million euros, by the way, not pounds.
Okay.
If he gets through the next 6 games, yeah. I mean, the next 6 games is like his trial. He's got to be a regular starter. I mean, if we are going to beat any of those top 3, we're going to need a kind of 9 or 10 out of 10 performance from him in those games, because he's the sort of one that's up to the level. I've just contrasted him with Lingard rather than compared him with Lingard.
The point, can I just jump in here? You lot are trying to make it sound like I'm doing some conspiracy crap. It's not. The 15-game thing is a thing. Mm-hmm. I think what you lot are saying is the conspiracy is our Forest trying to eke out the 15 games over a longer period of time. I'm saying that's not conspiracy. That's what Forest are doing.
The conspiracy theory is we're not playing him because we don't want to pay the money. But if we don't want to pay the money, we could just send him back. We don't have to mess about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No. And we're utilizing him as a free player in essence. That's what we're doing.
Well, I don't go along with that. Simple as.
All right, but think this through, right? Let me just give you this scenario, right? If we use him for all the games while Sangare is away, just for argument's sake, let's say it's another 4 or 5 games. That brings him up to, I think it's 9 games, which still gives us 6 full 45-minute plus games with him. But it also then, when Sangare comes back, it allows Douglas Luiz to be a 30 to 35-minute sub in the second half for free. I think that's what's going to happen in the second half of the season.
Well, I don't think there's any chance of that. I think that it'll be used when he can be used. When it's the right move to use him, I think we'll use him.
Would you buy him?
Yeah, I would buy him. Yeah, of course I would. Why would you not? Now, the next 6 games, Rob's right in a sense that this next 6 games is like a test to see how he is. Let's all of us put all this aside and let's all hope that he remains fit for the next 6 games, because there's no doubt in my mind of his quality. So if he does remain fit, he'll have proved himself, because it's as simple as, it really is as simple as that. So I agree with Rob on that extent, that if he breaks down again in these next 6 games, even I, who absolutely adore the guy, even I will start to think this is not looking very good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm pushing back on. And I think that's what Wolfie was saying in this video, that even if, he has these injury worries, if he's available for 25 million at the end of the season, he'd still go ahead and buy him. And I wouldn't. I think these next few games are pivotal. I agree with what the guys have said. And this is where we need to get the best out of it. But he's not just got to turn up. He's not just got to put the shirt on. He's got to perform on the pitch as well. Otherwise, what's the point? But we know
that was my point. That's my point that I said, though. I've got full confidence. He's such a quality player that, providing he's fit, he will be good.
Absolutely.
I haven't been disappointed with him. I've seen one game where he just didn't turn up against Bournemouth or something. But outside of that, I think he's been really good.
We all agree.
Sangare is even better, though.
Okay, let me give you this example.
Hang on, before you do, we had Sangare injured for 2 years. And look at him now.
Exactly. Great example, but let me give you another current one. In the summer, we were talking about, would you sign Calvert-Lewin as a backup up front? Everyone said, No, he can't
He's
stay
looking
fit.
good now.
He's made of glass. Yeah.
Do you know what? He's scored about 6 goals in 5 games. All
Correct.
the goals were shit. They were like tap-ins from 3 yards. No, seriously. Go and watch
Man,
his
you gotta be there.
amazing.
You gotta be
Like,
there.
there's a couple.
You
There's
gotta
a
be
pen
there.
in there as well.
Right?
There's a pen, and then the couple of them were deflections.
Our penalties
I
don't
still
count.
wouldn't sign Calvert-Lewin. I still wouldn't sign
No,
him.
because you want that other lad that's
No,
always
he
injured.
wants Stan Larson.
No, the other one. The one's got a
Oh, Evan
ball.
Ferguson.
Oh, Ferguson.
Yeah.
Well, apparently,
There you
Strand
go.
Larsen's going to West Ham.
Oh,
It's rubbish. Stan Larson. It's
He's
rubbish.
Anyway, but you see my point. Like, I think there's too much recency bias. Let's use Sangare again as an example. A month ago, if I asked these lot in the chat, if Sangare, let's just say Sangare's contract was finishing in June, would you renew it? I guarantee you 70% of them are saying no. Now, if you ask them, 70% are saying yes, renew it. There's too much recency bias, and there's too much about, oh, this person's injured and that. People aren't going to be injured forever.
All part of
Well,
being
the
a
main
football
thing
fan,
is-
my friend.
The main thing he hasn't done this season is proven his fitness. He's proven his quality. We know he's got it. So if he can't prove his fitness, I'm sorry, I'm not spending money on a crock. Look at Chris Wood this season. Listen, if the rumors are absolutely true on Chris Wood, we've lost him for the whole season, or we're going to lose him in January. Either way, he may not play for Forest again, and we gave him $100,000 a week contract. So I'm not ready
We
to
can
just.
sell him in January. That's a win for us, mate.
Well, that would be a win. Let me just finish up with a point off. If he's not fit, I'm not interested. Honestly, if he can't stay fit, and we've just reiterate, these next half a dozen games are going to be pivotal in his fitness and to see whether or not he's worth the value. Because 25 million for a croc is 25 million down the drain. I don't give a damn.
Okay, but the opposite isn't the opposite true, Ezden? Because when I said I wouldn't renew Chris Wood's contract, and everyone's like, but he scored 20 goals. He scored 20 goals. And I'm like, why are we extending 2 years with 0 return on investment? Everyone was like, oh, why would you do that? Now look at it. He's been out for 6 months.
Okay, that's slightly different because you got to reward what he did. 20 goals in the Premier League.
Why do you have to?
Hang on. He was getting rewarded every single week. He was getting rewarded every single week of his
contract.
contract.
Let me finish off. Let me just finish off. At that time, we didn't have a Jesus lined up. We didn't have all these other strikers lined up. We just had Taiwo and Wood. That's all we had.
Yeah,
so we couldn't go into this new season not having tied him down to a contract because he would have gone in this summer, couldn't he? He could have gone for free.
I would have had him a year. I would have given him a year.
Yeah, I don't agree with the 2 years and giving him as much as they did, but I would have still tied him down to a contract. Certainly, I would have given him at least another year. You have to, based on that, you have to, mate. He was not only.
He's got 20 goals, 20 Premier League goals. You're quite right. You don't want to just let him go for nothing.
You're not going to let him go.
I think a year's contract would have been right for everybody. But
yeah, I agree. I wanted 6 months out. I said if we get 6 months out of him at the start of the season while Jesus is getting up to speed and everything, I'd have been more than happy with that with Chris Wood. Just he kept it ticking over. But obviously Rob did his thing with him in New Zealand, and we are where we are right now.
Hey, shocker of all shock. This would be twice in one pod. I agreed with Rob on that. About he shouldn't play in bloody friendlies on the other side of the world. I agreed with him 100%.
The thing is about Chris Wood, there's something that is not being said, and maybe we can't say it either. But I keep hearing, oh, he's training on grass and all this kind of stuff. When's he coming back? Never. Well, hang on. What is the subtext here? Is there something that no one's allowed to know about, or not allowed to say out loud for risk of being sued? I think that there's a story there, and anyway, I've got the feeling we won't see him again. And there was a rumor that he was going to West Ham, and then now that rumor has stopped. I'm suspicious.
It's a weird one. Because you'd think, the most prolific period he had in his career was at Burnley under Sean Dyche. You'd think he'd be itching to get back.
I don't think there's any beef. I don't believe there's any beef between him and Dyche. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. But I can't see how getting a knock 11 games ago in a friendly against Norway has kept him out for this long. you know, so
Just
there's something we're not being told.
just when you're his age and you travel all that way and you're on the
Well,
flight.
to Norway.
No, it was the European game, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought.
He did pick up a knock in the first.
That's my agenda. That does.
No, but he also picked up a knock in the first international break this season when he flew to New Zealand. So, how many games has he actually played this season? Has he even, apart from the opening day?
2, wasn't it? It was 2, was it? He scored.
Yeah,
He scored 2 goals. Were they in the same game or separate?
Break this season. That's when the Rob.
Yeah, it's the
I don't
international
think
break.
I've seen very much of him. I know that.
Well, if he's
Ben,
training on
let's-
grass, why is there absolutely no date for him coming back?
Well, he said
Because
he-
when Backwell was said, when Dyche said Backwell was training on the grass, 2 weeks later he was back. I'm just saying. There's
Well,
a-
Ed said he was going to be back about 4 games
like
ago.
to move away from Wood. I'll tell you another player that's
Chris Wood.
not being spoken about that could have a massive part to play in the next 6 games, and that's Nico Dominguez.
yeah,
You
so
know, let's not forget how well he was playing before he got that injury.
well out of position, but yeah. But
Position, yeah.
shout out someone in the chat. Apparently he had knee in his fluid. No, other way around.
Knee in his fluid.
Yeah,
God,
knee in the
that's
fluid.
awful.
Fluid
Ooh.
in the knee. So
Get paid for
someone in
knees
the
in your
comments said
fluid,
that
isn't it?
yesterday. Yeah, because I hadn't really heard what was wrong with him. But
Well,
I
he was
think
supposed
that
to be close last week, wasn't he?
they're always
Against
closer than
Spurs.
close.
It was supposed
Yeah.
to have been close to making
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
don't know.
don't forget, he's just come back from a knee injury, a knee operation in the summer. So he's gonna,
Yeah,
and he did play quite a few minutes in those games. I think he played
He
90
did,
minutes
he
at
did.
least 2 of those
Yeah.
games. So I mean, mine's flared up. Mine flares up just walking to and from work. You know, so I can
Interesting.
imagine it has.
Interesting. Carol
thing
said
is-
there are
sorry,
other rumours about
Go on.
why Wood isn't going to play. Well, certainly none of us would indulge those rumours. But
I would if I knew them.
I'll
No,
be
no,
doing.
don't.
I'll be doing a video on Patreon.
Um,
That's right. Where I
Because
know
let's
we're
be
gonna in
honest,
trouble.
Douglas Luiz, even if he's back to full fitness but not match fitness, you're going to want to be able to relieve him.
Pause.
Let's
You
try
can-
that. I couldn't think of another way of putting it.
Oh,
Pause.
good Lord. Get crypto
You're
back.
going to want to replace him with somebody,
But
maybe 60, 70 minutes for his first few games. And Dominguez is obviously the ideal replacement. So that's quite an important player
Absolutely,
that we
but-
need back.
If you've got Douglas Luiz playing with an Anderson will be his legs. The majority of the running will be done by him. He'll be get up and down the pitch. What we need to have is a Douglas Luiz fully fit in key areas. Let him take free kicks. Let him take corners. When he was
God,
taking
yes,
corners,
yes,
Yes.
100%
Yes.
agree. That's
Yes.
what we've been lacking. 100% agree.
Although Gibbs White did get his free kick on target, which
Well,
I'm
and
not
yeah,
quite
he-
proud about.
Nico did a very good free kick the other game as well. I don't know
Who?
why they're not giving
Nico
Nico
Williams,
did a
yeah.
lovely
Yeah,
free
yeah,
kick.
he did,
He's
yeah.
a good free kick taker.
Yeah,
Better
but
than
Douglas
Yeah, but
Luiz is
yeah,
exquisite.
He's
He's
scored for
exquisite.
Wales, hasn't he? Nico has scored a
Yeah.
free kick for Wales.
This
I'm sure I've
season,
seen
yeah.
at least
Yeah,
one.
no, definitely. Yeah.
Just on this, because I was just going to bring this in, but 3 stars asked it.
Back.
It doesn't matter if he's back. He's not registered. It's not ready. He's not registered.
till
So
January.
he can't be registered till Jan. So he may be, he may as well be, even if he's the fittest player on the pitch or in the squad, until we can re-register him. He's not back. So he is gonna be back, but he's not quite back, if you get what I mean. Okay, let's get into the team for tomorrow, boys. So I'm gonna present you with a team, and then you tell me if you would change anything rather than go
It picks
through.
itself. It picks
Like I
itself.
say, I know what the team's going to be. I
Yeah,
think we all do.
it picks itself, which is good, by the way, because I feel like we finally got to knowing who our best starting 11 is. It picks itself.
Only caveat: if Sells is fit, I'm bringing him back.
Yes.
I think he is fit. I believe he's
Yeah,
fit.
I'm bringing him back.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we're doing it anyway. Otherwise, we've got nothing to talk
The only,
about,
the
right?
only way you keep a clean
I've got
sheet
loads
with
of stuff to talk about.
The only
That's
way you
not
get a
good,
clean
is it?
sheet with John Victor in goal is by restricting your opponent to no shots on target, like we did with Spurs.
Actually, Spurs did have a shot on target, so hold that. My boy
And
John
he didn't
Victor
even
was
hold on to
absolutely
that
brilliant.
either. He didn't even hold
Yeah,
on
as
to
Wolfie,
that. He didn't hold a
described
shot.
it on another podcast, the dribbler.
I'm a
He had a
dribbler, yeah.
dribbler from Archie
It's
Gray.
shots. I've seen dribblers go in before. I've paused.
Yeah, but
didn't
he
even
never
hold
actually
on
touched
to
the
that.
border. That's the only problem with that description.
Look. Why you guys hate on our own players is beyond me. It really is.
Dan and Doy,
Who's doing it? Who's doing it?
Dan-
you hypocrite. You
Okay,
utter
I got a
hypocrite.
confession on Dan and Doy,
He's a
and
hypocrite, yeah.
I may share it on the stream, but I
Oh,
may
good
not.
idea.
Depends
Do it
on the
now.
like count. Depends on the like count. All right, so this is the team. All right, let me just put cells in because you lot have got agendas.
Yeah, I think it fails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ez, what are you changing in that team? Chat, rate this team out of 10, by the way. Rate it out of 10.
By
This
the way,
is the
chat,
team I put in
by the
my
way,
predicted
chat, this is
lineup.
not
I dare
his
you to
team.
argue.
This is not his team. This is
It is my team.
all of us.
It's
our
all
team.
of our team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It picks
I beat,
himself.
I don't want
I've
him
been
claiming
right.
like, oh look, they all think I'm brilliant. You know how he is
Yeah.
after the
Man,
pod
when
goes
we
off. You know how
picked
he
the
is,
team
man.
I chose, we beat Spurs 3-0. Okay, so go
no,
with what I
because you,
picked.
Will
had the,
pick
you
that
had the
thing,
wrong
man.
goalkeeper. Shut up, man. Shut up. If you're gonna get
Thanks for
receipts,
that.
get them right.
My guy,
You had cells and goal.
Dave, my
Right.
guy. Jolly Ollie, get off the freaking. You know what, man? Like,
This is
seriously.
what this is. It's like Rob's just said. The team picks itself, and that surely, I don't know anybody who's going to go against that team starting tomorrow.
Nice.
You're not making
Not
any
me,
changes.
but-
Des. You're just going to
No, I'm
copy.
not
Is
listen,
that what you're
making
saying?
changes, but
Ed,
I already
I
made my
would.
caveat, my change. Cells coming back in. That's the only change I would have made.
No,
because I
I
think
would.
we'll get
I
a
would
lot more-
change it if I was
lot more
picking it.
crosses
But
coming
that
in
is the
from
team that
Fulham,
will
so.
play. But if I was picking it, it'd be different to that.
What would you
Go on,
pick?
then. What would you pick
I'd
differently?
put Luiz in Gibbs White's position, and I'd put Dominguez in Luiz's position.
You play Luiz as a 10.
That's a lot of running around.
Yeah,
Well, look, is he the fit
can
or he's
do
not?
it. He can
If
do
I
it.
change player, I'm not putting him in that position because he's not fit. Is he the fit or he's
is
not?
what
He-
has
he's
MG Dub become shit all of a sudden again?
No, he's been shit for years.
I can't
Right,
keep
hang
up.
on. What is the state
He's been
of our?
dire. He was dire against Tottenham. He was dire.
Right.
Yeah,
No, he
he was
wasn't
terrible.
dire. He wasn't
Wolfie, hello.
dire. There were
Of all
other
the-
better players. We had
Right.
3 10 out of 10s in that game, man. How
Can you
say-
bring up that thing that you do the lineup with? Because I want to see who is available in midfield. Because I don't think we can start without Gibbs
Maybe
White.
Dominguez. Maybe Dominguez. That's
Maybe
it.
Dominguez. But that's about it, isn't it?
That's about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yates is out. Sangare's
Well, no,
unavailable.
there is one player, but I hesitate to say his name because everybody hates him. But
Zinchenko could do it. A few in the chat were
yeah,
saying that.
there is one
Yeah,
player who could play in
I'm not
midfield.
having that.
Would you do that?
No.
I wouldn't do
Yeah.
it. No,
I would because I just
no, if
wouldn't
other
play him at
players are
left back.
available, I wouldn't.
I'd play him in midfield. I just wouldn't play him at left back.
What,
Wait,
in place
okay,
of
all
who?
right. If you
Yeah,
drop
but
him.
Rob,
No,
in
it's-
place of who? In place of who? From there?
No, as a sub.
No, that's not playing him then, is it? We're talking
Yeah,
about
no,
starting.
no, he doesn't mean that. Ed. He doesn't mean he'd play him straight off. He means
Yeah.
Well, none of it. Then
it's
no.
a possible-
No, we
not-
all
not
agree
possibility.
on that starting lineup. We all agree on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Apart
can
from
we
that,
agree?
and dropping MG Dub.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Ed, this is the team that will play.
No,
I'm
no.
not
I want to know
saying
what team you would play.
Well, yeah. In that case, yes, I would drop MGW. He's absolutely rubbish.
How many?
Anybody else agree with that?
Yeah, I want to know.
Nobody
If
else
you
agrees
agree
with it. I
with
don't care.
Ant, just
Ed,
put
why do I need anybody else to agree with it? I don't care what
because
other people
you're
think.
so conceited, man. You need the approval. If you
No, I
agree with
don't.
Ant, if you agree with Ant, drop a C for conceited in the chat. Right? Let's
So
see. how
you want
many
to
C's
drop
he-
our
He's
league
conceited.
scorer?
Yeah.
You did.
Yes,
Our league
yes,
you
I
top
do, Rob.
scorer.
Yeah.
No matter. Listen, Rob. It doesn't matter what you say to me. You will not change my mind. It's my opinion. Of course, I may be wrong, and MGW could be this world-class player that you lot seem to think he is. I personally don't think he's that good. I think he's overrated. I think that Luiz is a far better player than MGW.
Oh my
That's
god!
my
If
opinion.
Gibbs White scores tomorrow,
I'm allowed to have that. By the
if
way.
Gibbs White scores tomorrow, what are you going to say, Ant? Are you going to issue a
I'm
full
going to say
public
he's absolutely fantastic, best player in the world, and I love him. But that's what being a football fan is.
Yeah.
Wait,
We have
wait,
an
hold on, Rob.
advanced
Just
flip
because
flop.
someone scores doesn't mean they've had a good game.
No, it doesn't. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true.
Listen, we've
Don't
scored.
say that to this chat though, because
we've
anytime
scored
someone
the
scores, they
second-
give them a 10 automatically in the player ratings.
We've scored the second least goals after Wolves. If anybody scores for Nottingham Forest, they should be given a knighthood. Stop underplaying how important it is to score goals for this team right
Hey,
now.
listen, Rob, there's something in what you say, mate. There's something in what you say.
Yeah, but I can debunk that. So, Rob, are you saying someone who scores goals is a good player?
Don't start off with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin
I'm not gonna
has
say
scored
Calvert-Lewin.
17 goals in 4 years before this.
I think
right?
Calvert-Lewin
I've
is a
looked it
good
up
player.
In case you brought him up, he's shit. He's rubbish.
No, I wasn't going to say him.
You were
Okay.
going to. You were.
No, I wasn't. No, I
I beat
wasn't.
you to it. Yeah, go on.
No,
then.
I wasn't. I was gonna ask you, if you were 4th top goal scorer in the Premier League right now, do you think you'd be a good player?
Oh,
or a good
right.
striker?
Okay. You can say Danny Welbeck, are you? Or
No.
no? I don't. Yes, fine. Yes.
Okay.
It's the-
Do you rate
it's not-
Richarlison? Do you rate Richarlison?
Well, he's a Brazilian international.
That's not what I asked you.
If he can score goals in an abject Spurs side, then he must be quite a good player. Yeah.
Actually, look, I'll be honest with you. Richarlison is capable of being a good player, but in that Tottenham side, he never will be.
He's the 4th top goal scorer in the Premier League.
Yeah,
He's
that's not saying much.
utter
How many,
crap.
how many goals is
Not
that?
saying
About
much of
4?
league, to be honest, mate.
I don't know.
The league. I mean, look at it. Quick point back on. If we win tomorrow, we're 1 point behind Bournemouth. The Bournemouth that we're going to be challenging for Europe.
I
And
think
all
we're
that
only
stuff.
1 point behind Spurs and Newcastle.
Yeah, if we win, we're 1 point behind Spurs, 2 behind Boring Mouth, man. This is a pivotal game. I keep saying it.
It is.
Pivotal.
What
It's
about
only a
Newcastle? We're
pivotal
not
game
far below
based on
Newcastle,
what everything else that happens after.
I don't know where Newcastle are. Newcastle, to be honest, Newcastle are getting away with this season scot-free, if I'm being honest with you. No one's
You
really
mean
talking about it.
criticism
They'll
wise?
probably win the
You
league.
We'd be
cup
2
again.
points behind Newcastle. 2
There you
points.
go.
2 points.
And people
But then
say
we've got
we're in a
Man City.
relegation scrap.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we have to
We are.
win. Hence the
We are.
pivotal words.
We
Hence
are.
the pivotal. Look at this. If we win, we're 8 points off 4th.
Isn't it?
You
And
know
how
what?
many off, how many off 17th, 18th?
Every game I start
be
looking
8 and
higher
8.
up the table, every time I start looking higher up the table, we suddenly get a Brighton or an Everton, and it pulls me right back down to earth. So you guys have got to try and regulate your mood
Rob,
a little bit.
Rob,
Look
Rob,
at the
no,
table.
no,
We are
Rob.
17th.
No, you need to regulate
No,
your
let's be
mood,
honest,
mate.
Rob. If we win
You've
tomorrow,
been on a
we'll
downer
all
since
think
the
we're the
season
greatest
started,
team
even
on
though
the
your
planet.
Matthias come in.
It's
You've
been a
still
shit
been on a
season
downer
so
about it.
far. We had Ange Postecoglou. How's
Yeah,
it been
but no,
anything
yeah,
other
but
than
your
a shit
Matthias here
season?
now.
Did
But
somebody
Ginger
just put
Messiah's
we're in
here
a
now, so why are you
relegation
being so
battle until
negative?
we aren't?
That would be your mate, Owen.
Yeah, we're also in the title race until we aren't. Just saying.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh,
Shots
God,
fired.
here we go.
No, it's true though, isn't it? We're in it until we aren't. That's
Yeah,
logic.
yeah,
Bro, that was my argument last season when we were 3rd on all the panel shows, man.
Hey, I wasn't arguing.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were.
saying
You were
we're
doing the
deluded,
whole.
I wasn't arguing.
Yeah, you were just like, yeah, what he said, man. But I'm not saying it. That's what you were doing. The problem arises if we don't win tomorrow. Do you know what, Jets? Right, this is the big worry thing. Now that we've hyped this up, in my mind, I actually think we're going to win because I think Fulham have a fantastic manager, by the way. But I think
He's
they have
terrible. I don't want him. Oh, no way.
Well, you don't want him.
No, I've totally flip-flopped on him. He's
I
Really?
prefer
You
Dyche.
flip-flopped, man.
I prefer
Wow.
Dyche right now. Honestly.
We have a flip flop. Everyone changes their mind.
Well, you don't.
That wasn't for me,
Full-
was
the
it?
Fulham
No,
fans
that's
don't want
Fran.
him,
That's
mate.
Fran.
I was always pro
The
Dyche.
Fulham fans don't want him. I tell you, if they don't want him, I don't want him.
Mate, how many Fulham fans have you ever spoken to in your life?
Are there any?
I just know Jack. Shout out to Jack from Fulham.
And I bet he does.
You
want
know
him.
what? You know what? I lived in Kensington for 3 years and I still didn't see any of them, man.
Oh.
They're all just Chelsea fans down there.
Honestly, they no. What's he done? He's done nothing.
Mate,
It's
he's
a
won
lot-
a trophy. What are you talking about?
What trophy is that?
The prestigious one under Marinakis in the Greek league.
No,
You're going to downplay
No,
that one, man.
I'm talking about Premier
You know
League.
Marinakis is
era.
watching,
I'm
bro.
talking about
Let's
Premier
do-
League.
tread
Since
carefully.
Premier League, since he's been in the Premier League, he's done nothing.
Yeah,
done
but if
nothing.
you've seen the crap he's
And
been
worse than that, at the beginning of the season, he did a Nuno and threw his toys out of the pram, just the same
rightly
as Nuno.
so. No, he rightly did. That.
Yeah, but Nuno, you could say rightly so. Well,
Well, no, Nuno got money spent on him. He didn't.
Yeah, there you
Nuno
go.
had no patience. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Money
you're
was
right. I
100%.
can't defend Nuno. I can't do it.
But no, I've not thrown the what's
But
the
what
word
has he
I'm
done?
looking for?
Seriously, what has
Yeah,
he done?
but you know what? With this squad, I think he'd do a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we keep saying that. Ez. We keep
This
saying
is the whole point now. But this is also what Dyche's point is. You know, this is the best squad he's ever had. If he doesn't get something out of this group of people. Do you think he's
Yeah,
going to get
true.
another,
No, true. That's fair. That's a fair comment.
another club after this? You know, higher than us? No, I don't think so. So this is his one and only chance. He's
I'd
gotta
still
prove
take
it.
him tomorrow. I can't. I think he cooks with our squad, man.
Do you know
I
what they
think
say? Do you know what the Fulham fans say? And it will make you laugh. He doesn't know how to change the game in game. He's got one set way of playing, and that's it. And also, his substitutes are terrible. He only ever substitutes like for like. He never tries to change anything. I've heard this song before.
Are they talking about Nuno? 'Cause
No,
that-
but
Every
Silva.
manager.
oh, I'm just going to
Same
say
thing.
all of that
Same-
applies.
is another Nuno. Is what it is.
Okay, well, firstly, you could substitute Marco Silva for insert any manager there because every fan base complains about it. Secondly, when you said they said, you don't know more than one Fulham fan, so I don't know how
he
you
said then.
pluralise
He
it,
said.
so-
Is there more than one? Is there more than one?
Exactly,
What, Fulham
Rob.
fan?
Exactly. I've got a word with him.
I know Jack. That's all I know. I know Jack. That's it. Big up, Jack.
Cardboard cutouts.
Huh?
It's cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, and also I think Michael Jackson is like a fan there, and he's a statue.
Yeah.
So that maybe they're counting that.
Has he got a bit? No, has he lost it? Is it
Yeah.
But
time for
seriously,
bed?
Michael, there's a statue of Michael Jackson
Yeah,
there.
no, there
Yeah,
is.
they've
Oh, there
moved
was.
that. I'm
It's
sure
gone
they have.
now.
It was
It's
so
gone.
bad,
It's gone.
wasn't
Is it gone? I
Sure,
went
it
to
was
awful.
Craven
It
Cottage
was
for a few years.
awful.
It was
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah,
Man.
'cause it was.
And
It was Mohammed, wasn't it? It was Mohammed's.
Fayed.
What's his
Yeah.
name? Sayed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's also
Now it's Khan. Now it's Khan.
he's also suffered some reputational damage in the last few years, hasn't he?
Oh, just a bit. Just a bit. So all right, let's.
I had
Yeah.
never had a good reputation in the first place.
I know,
Remember when he went on
managed to
Ali
get
G?
worse.
Even worse.
Hey, do you remember when Fayed went on Ali G? Do you remember that one?
Yes. I tell you what, he was good on Ali G. He was good.
That
He
rap.
was just mental. He was mental, wasn't he? He was
The
absolutely.
statue's now in Manchester Fulham. Is that true,
Yes,
Owen?
it is. No, you're right, Owen. You're right. You brought it back to me. It is. Yeah.
Why? Is it?
It's shocking as well. I mean, it's an awful statue.
If he manages to win the Europa League, is he lucky or being judged harshly all this time? You talking about Daesh, bro? Let's win the Europa League, then I'll happily have that debate. Okay, let's get into the.
But by the way, if he does win Europa League, in my humble opinion, he deserves a statue as well.
how
don't
can you
care.
get a statue for Europa League, man?
I don't care. I'm shameless.
What?
Shameless.
Would he give one to Ange Postecoglou?
No.
Spurs.
He didn't win one for Forest, did he? Why would I give him one?
No, Rob's saying if Postecoglou stayed and won the Europa League, would you be asking
No,
for a
he's
statue?
already won it. You've
Yeah,
just
but not
said,
with us. It's only because he won it with
you've
us.
just said that winning the Europa League gets you a statue. So are you going to give one to Ange Postecoglou?
Yeah, because
Because
he
he
didn't
won
win
the-
it with us. Is he being deliberately retarded or is he?
No.
I don't know.
All right. Let me rephrase Rob's
different.
question. If Ange had stayed, kept us 17th, and won the Europa League, would you be asking for a statue for your boy Ange?
Yeah, right, there you
There you go. Then I don't think anyone deserves a statue for Europa League, bro. Not with a
No,
club
I mean,
that's
listen,
won.
I wasn't being, and I'll let you into a little secret. I wasn't being entirely serious. Okay.
I reckon you are, because it's not the first time
playful.
you've said it. It is not,
Man.
I would get it if you're a crap club like Spurs who have never won the Champions League.
Stop showing me up publicly again.
Anyway, Ant hands out statues like Wolves do 3 points. You know what? You're not far wrong. You're not far wrong. All right, let's get your predictions in chat. You lot, hit me with it. I think because we've overhyped this stinks of a 0-0 draw now, even though I think we're gonna win. Ez, what are you saying?
Now I'm going to be positive, mate. I think we will win tomorrow night. I think
Wait, what happened to your 0-0 shenanigans that you were covering?
that ended when that run ended.
Oh,
I
Everton.
Yeah, I came off it. I came off it straight away, man. I didn't push that agenda. But yeah, I think positively, Douglas Luiz is going to be the difference tomorrow. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 with him to get us a free kick and win it. And by the way, and I said this months ago, I'd make him our penalty taker whilst he's on the pitch.
Yeah.
Would you just make him
If not
everything?
him,
Would you
if
make
not
him a
him,
cheerleader as
if
well?
not him, I'd have Jesus as the penalty taker.
Yeah, but no, I'd make it him. Make it him.
Did you
All
see
right.
that penalty? Did you see that penalty? But I mean, I'm trying to think who took it. I've just realised it's an Arsenal player. I do apologise, but Gyökeres. That's how you. But that's how you take a penalty.
What?
My God!
We went an hour and 4 minutes without mentioning them.
If people had got in the way of that, it would have took him through the back of the net, the stand, and over the bloody Thames. I tell you.
Okay, thanks for the Arsenal section. We really wanted
I'm
that.
just trying to think. I don't know if he's at the Emirates or not.
All right, just give us your scoreline.
Over the Thames might be wrong.
Give us your scoreline.
Me?
Yep.
You, yeah.
Yeah, 2-1 Forest.
2-1 Forest. Rob?
Well, if I say everything I want to say, you'll say I'm going on for too long. So
All right, say what you want to say. Go on.
Oh, bloody hell. What did you say that
No, I want him. He's been away.
We've played them 6 times since coming back up, and we've won 1, lost 5. Right, so the odds are against us. In our favour, they are missing those 3
We've
players.
not won at Anfield for 30 years. We've won twice on the trot now.
In our favour, they're missing those 3 players to AFCON. We are starting to settle on what we know is our best team. And I think if we're going to win there, it feels like now. So I think that we will do it.
All back to say we're going to win.
I think that we will do it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen now. But it's not a happy hunting ground for us. You know, we've got to be clear about that.
So what gives you the positivity, man?
Well, how well we played last game, even though it was just Spurs.
Yeah, but that was
We
the
were
tone, though,
scintillating, man. I can't lie. We were scintillating.
They were awful, though, bro. You can't.
I mean,
really...
we had.
Did you see them yesterday against Liverpool? They weren't too bad. They weren't too bad against Liverpool.
Honestly, we had 3 man of the match in that game.
Oh, wait, hold on. Lawless is calling me. Sorry. Yo, Lawless.
All right, mate.
Yo, I'm just live. Can I just ask you a quick question?
Yeah, sure.
In the next 6 games, do you think West Ham can get 13 points?
I fucking didn't say that.
Ooh,
You did.
13
You did say that.
games. That's basically kind of almost what we need.
Okay.
We've got
It's what you've got already, Lawless. This is
Brighton.
as many you've got already.
Wolves, and we've got Spurs.
Mm.
Do I think we will? I don't think so. Do I think we could? Yes.
Okay, how many points do you think you get in your next 6?
I'm gonna say 9.
9?
9, 8 or 8. I don't know, there'll be some draws in there. 9 presumes that we win 3, lose 2. I don't think we'll actually, you're coming to our ground, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think we might, I think we'll do you at our ground.
Really?
How do you travel?
Usually by train.
That changes everything, man. You definitely lose it. No, like, are you good away from home?
What is our away record like, boys? I can't remember. We've won a couple, man. We've won a couple.
We beat Liverpool 3-0 away.
Oh yeah, we beat Liverpool. We beat Liverpool away, yeah.
And Wolves.
And Wolves.
That's not.
And Wolves.
But that's not a glowing recommendation, is it? Liverpool and Wolves, 2 teams that have been crap.
Did you beat Liverpool?
But you might. No, Liverpool was at our ground, to be fair. We would have beaten Anfield, I'm sure.
All right, so we're at your ground, but you've been crap all year. Only Spurs have eclipsed your crapness at their home ground.
True, but Nuno's won 2. We beat Newcastle.
Mate, you want Nuno out. What are you talking about?
Can you just remind him, Wolfie, can you just remind him that West Ham have won 3 games all out of 17?
Glaring mistakes that you never told me about.
Well, anyway, Ant just said to remind you that this season in 17 games, you've only won 3. How are you going to win 3 out of the next 6?
We've only won 3. We beat
The opposition.
That doesn't count because Nuno's through that. So technically, you've won 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not having it. I'm not having that. But win's a win, mate, on paper.
Mm.
How are we going to win 3, right? Because we've got winnable games. They're more winnable. The games coming up.
All right, but yes or no, you're getting 13 points.
I don't think we'll get 13. I think 13 is tricky.
Yeah, all right. That's all I needed.
That provides we don't lose. Can we lose any games to get 13 points in 6? Or do we have to get...
No, you'd win
wins
5
4?
and draw 1, I think, if my maths is right.
Yeah, that's a big ask. Do you know what?
Your maths is not right. That'd be 16.
Huh?
I
They
think
can lose
Wolves
one. They
will
can
be the
lose
first team
one.
to lose to Wolves.
Yeah, I reckon you're going to lose to Wolves as well.
Yeah, we have a terrible record there. I've travelled there many times and never seen us win.
All right, listen. Let me wrap up this stream, man. Go live in your delusion. All right, I'll see you later. Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah.
So even deluded lawless isn't giving him 13, Rob.
I'm not giving him 13.
You gave him 13.
No, you're just repeating it to take the piss. 10. 10 is my
You
final
didn't say it
prediction.
though, Rob.
Write that
You
down.
didn't say
10.
it.
10 is my prediction.
10. So you give him 2 more points than Lawless, who's looking at it through his freaking hammer's
Because
glasses.
he's a
man.
negative Nelly. He watches them every week.
He's still Nuno in.
I'm being objective. I'm being
Wolfie,
objective.
let's leave Rob in his delusion and we shall revisit it after 6 games.
Yeah,
I think
let's
that's
do
Right,
that.
can we just write down that it's 10, though? Don't write
No,
down
because
13.
you said 13. We wrote.
Give him
we
10
wrote
and
it down.
give him 10. Give him 10. Give him
All
10.
right, I'll give you
Give him
10.
10.
Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna send you over to Rich and the boys. I'm live on Husam's at 9 o'clock. If you want to check it out, everyone done Husam. Just everyone spam in the chat Marinakis just to really annoy Rich and the boys. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, we're playing tomorrow. We're back for the game tomorrow. So make sure you tuned in. If you're not going, please like, please subscribe. Check out the sponsors. OK Jerseys. Use code FFTV for 8% off. West Ham are getting 10 points, Rob says. Well, let's see. Come on, you Reds.
You Reds.